How are you guys? So guys, we're gonna start in Virasana. So you can take a block, but if you choose to start this way. So put it the horizontal way on your sacrum, knees together and heels apart. If this doesn't work for you, you can also just do like easy seat on the block so that your seat is elevated more essentially that. So we're gonna start here, but are you sure? Yes. Okay, and close your eyes. And start to turn your attention inward. And just take a moment to ground here. Breathing in through the nose, expanding your collarbones, your chest, reaching down into the pelvis. And then as you exhale, get a little bit taller, so raise through the crown of the head. Maybe your breath takes on an audible quality, like a soft whisper at the back of the throat. In this breath, this Ujjayi breath will be your guide throughout the practice. So work with a smooth, soft, silky breath, steady breath. And breathe deeply while I set the intent for today's practice, which is to feel for wholeness in the presence of duality. Sthira Sukham Asanam is the second Yoga Sutra. So the sutras are a set of guiding principles of the yoga practice. And this one loosely translates to mean that the yoga postures are to be done with both ease and effort, without which it isn't yoga. So yoga is a practice built upon the balance of two seemingly opposite things. And what I've come to learn about wholeness is that it's really just the convergence or the integration of opposites within us. And this is one way we can begin to unlearn the belief that we can only be one thing. We actually need to be all the things. We don't need to choose. When we start to unlearn the story of choosing good or bad, light or dark, open or closed, and we replace it with the knowing that we are only ever complete when we're both. So breathe into this intent. If it resonates with you, set it now. And if not, just choose something else, choose something spiritual. And we'll practice this intent by feeling for duality in the postures, feeling how they can be many different things. Slowly blink the eyes open. And we're going to start with breath of fire or Kapalabhati. So breath of fire is a detoxifying breath. It's sharp, forceful exhales through the nose, snapping back of the belly. So I'll demonstrate, but if you know how to do breath of fire, you can begin. So breathing into a comfortable breath. Begin with a sharp exhale. So the belly is snapping back. And you can go as fast or as slow as you need to go. You choose your pace. And start to notice any feeling, elevation while you ground, and feel for the bottom ribs lifting up. Take 10 more breaths. And when you're done, exhale all the air out and move back into your Ujjayi breath. Remove your prop if you're on a prop, and then we'll come into Badakanasana. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. We're going to start with a side bend by sweeping your right arm up, reach it up and over, and then relax your head and your neck when you get there. Activate your feet, spread through the toes, spread through your fingertips. Reach through the fingers. See if you can relax your head and your neck, just one more layer. Maybe even experimenting with your chin. So maybe looking down a little bit, seeing if that helps release your neck in any way. Try to relax your left shoulder down and away from your ear. And then reach your right hand behind you. Keep your neck and your head relaxed. Spread through the fingertips and then reach through your fingertips. So this is neck release, arm position. Try to lean your torso back just slightly. Bring your right hand to the inside of your thigh, and we're going to take a twist. So you're going to twist your right shoulder down towards your opposite knee. So now lengthening your side waist. Put your head in your neck, just relax. So press your thigh away and then down. So tractioning the thigh away from your hip bone. Then slowly roll on up and go the other way. So it's your left arm that sweeps up and over. See if you can make your breath longer. Keep reaching through your fingertips. And once again, just relax your neck. Let it just drop to the side. Neck release, arm position. So bring your hand back behind you, just a few inches off the ground. Spread through the fingertips, spread through the toes. Breathe. And then see in this posture if there's any bit of opposition. So is there pain and pleasure? Take one more breath in. And then bring that left hand to your thigh, press the thigh away and down. And then bring your left shoulder towards the right knee. Finding a gentle twist. So tractioning out the thigh going away from you. And slowly release, and then make your way onto your backs for abdominals. So we're going to start with elbow to knee. Just perhaps. Interlock your hands back behind your head, elbows in. Bring your knees up. Inhale, breathe into your low back. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Hold the breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up slightly. Exhale, extend your right leg up. And then pull your low belly muscle down towards the ground. Inhale, bend your knee and come on back. Hold the breath. Press your low back down. Lift your tailbone up slightly. Exhale, extend your left leg up. Pull your low belly muscle down towards the ground. Inhale, bend the knee and come on back. Hold your breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up slightly. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Flex the foot this time. See if that feels any different. And pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, bend the knee and come on back. Hold the breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg up. Flex the foot and feel your right knee moving slightly away from you so that it's over your hip. Inhale, bend the knee, come on back. Hold the breath.
Press your low back down, scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Listen carefully. Flex the foot, turn the toes inwardly. Bring your left hand atop your left thigh and then pulse your tailbone up 3 times. While you're pressing your hand into your thigh. Inhale, bend your knee and come on back. Hold the breath. Press your low back down, scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg up, flex the foot. Brace your right hand to your right thigh and pulse 3 times. So press your hand into your thigh as you lift your tailbone up. So it's an isometric move, but you should be building heat in the belly. Bend the knee and come on back. Hold your breath. Press your low back down, scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right leg up, flex the foot. Brace your left hand to your left thigh and pulse 3 times. Lift your tailbone up, press your hand into your thigh and your thigh to your hand. Inhale, bend your knee, come on back, hold breath. Press your low back down, scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg, flex the foot, turn the toes inwardly. Brace your hand to the thigh and pulse 3 times. Good. Bend the knee and come on back. Hold breath. Press your low back down, scoop your tailbone out. 1 more like that. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Flex the toes, turn the toes inwardly. Brace your left hand to your left thigh and pulse 3 times. Good. Bend the knee and come on back. Hold your breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg up. Last one, flex the foot. Turn the foot inwardly. Bring your right hand to the thigh and pulse. Good. Lower the head, lower the feet. Take a breath. Cross your left leg over your right, and then bring the knees into the chest. This one is for the outer hip people. Grab a hold of your shins, your ankles, or your feet, whatever you can hold on to, and then bring your knees closer to your chest. So feeling for opening in the outer hips. Good, switch sides. Release and grab a hold of your block. Place it snug in between your pubic bone. You can work with your legs straight up, or you can bend the knee if you have like low back tension or hamstring tension. Inhale, breathe into your low back. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, lower halfway down. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, breathe into your low back, release. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, curl up. Shoulders up off the ground, elbows up. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, lower halfway. Squeeze the prop. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. 2 more like that. Inhale, lower halfway down. Breathe into your low back. Squeeze the prop. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Pull low belly muscle down. Inhale, lower head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Squeeze the prop. Exhale, curl up. Pull low belly muscle down. Good, lower down. Then we're gonna take the prop and put it in between your knees. We're gonna play with twisting this way. So the knees are gonna move over to your left side. Feel for the right knee coming slightly forward. You can use your hand to press, to hold your right hand pressing down into the floor. Then use your belly, use your legs to switch sides. Use your hands to help you. And then this time your left knee comes slightly forward. Flex through the feet. Good, so moving slowly. My back is like adjusting like crazy right now. Squeeze the prop. And then switch over to the other side. Good, so when you go to the left, your right knee comes slightly forward. And then 1 more to the other side. Use your belly. Good, return to your backs. Setting up for bridge over the block. So there's a couple different heights you can play with. You can play with the lowest height. You feel like you need a little more. You can just keep going with the block until you feel like you found the height that you want. If you have 2 blocks, I really love to stack 2 blocks, one on top of the other. So I would suggest that if you have 2 blocks and you want to play with that. So we're going to take your left leg and find figure 4. So cross your left ankle over the top of the right thigh. And just feel the release in the hip. This is good for you, Christina. Just feel the pull of gravity. And really keep pressing into your right foot strong. And then extend your left leg up. So bridge with one leg up. You can flex through the toes, or you can point through the ankle and spread the toes. The right knee is moving slightly in. So try not to have it splay out. It's moving in towards the midline. And then release, and then switch it out. So your right leg is going to come over. Figure 4. Extend your right leg up. Really nice, everyone. Lower your leg down. So now you have both legs in bridge. Pick your hips up off the prop, but stay up in bridge, just for a few breaths. So remove the blocks. Light squeeze to the inner thighs. Press your hips up. Then slowly lower upper, middle, and lower back. Keep squeezing your inner legs together. Roll over to one side. And then just stay on your belly for a second. We're gonna work with Sphinx pose. So we're gonna have your elbows underneath your shoulders and your feet can be wide. So I want you to feel like you're dragging the mat towards you. So drag the mat towards you, pulling the ribs forward. So this is an active posture. Good. Spread through the hands, press through all 10 fingers evenly. Keep dragging your ribs forward. And then as you exhale, keep dragging your ribs forward and lay all the way down. It's like the cobra that we do in our suns. And then press up onto your knees and your hands for dolphin prelude. So tabletop, lower down onto your elbows and onto your forearms. Clasp your hands, and then you can tuck your toes under and sit your hips back, but not all the way like a child's pose. Your fist is going to come halfway up between the mat and the ceiling. And just feel the opening in the tops of the shoulders. And just quick scan of the body to see, are you tensing anywhere that doesn't need to be engaged? See if you can relax what needs to be relaxed. Release, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Work with a bend in the knee, even widening the feet if you need to. So really get that piking action to happen in your hips.
Send your energy into the heels. Try lifting and spreading your toes. And then walk your feet forward to meet your hands and just dangle over your legs just for a moment. And roll all the way up. Find chair pose. Sink your hips back. Fold over your legs. Inhale, find length in the body. So hands come to the tops of the shins or the feet. Exhale, you can jump back to bent elbows or step back to a plank position. Lower down through chaturanga, all the way down. You can stay with your hands underneath your shoulders, or you can slide your hands forward. Pull your ribs forward as you come up into cobra. And then exhale, keep dragging your ribs forward and come all the way down. Really nice, everyone. Nice traction in the back. And then press it back to downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Step your left foot forward into lunge. Lower the back knee down. We're going to start with our arms up. So extend through the fingertips. So I want you guys to feel like you're holding on to monkey bars. So your waist is moving away from your hips. Elevate your bottom ribs up while your hips are sinking down, right? So feel for that opposition in this pose. You're trying to get more lift as your hips are moving down. Second arm position, if you choose, brain cradle. So interlock the hands back behind your head, elbows in. So still get that feel for lifting the bottom ribs up as you sink your hips down. So now we have heart opening. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, release the arms. You may need to pad up your back knee. So you can just fold over your mat. Lunge heel to butt. So we're gonna bend the back knee and reach for the back foot. So you have a block. You can always use the block for some extra support. You could also stay in your lunge. If your hand is up, try to get your hand on the top of your thigh. Good. Breathe. And is there anywhere that in this pose you can feel for two opposing sensations? Slowly release. Press onto your hands and your knees for dolphin with hands clasped. So we'll measure out, starting tabletop, lower your elbows and your forearms down. Clasp your hands, tuck your toes under, and then pike your hips up. Send the weight through the back of the heels. When you're ready, lower the knees down and press it back to downward facing dog. We'll do that on the other side. Step your right leg forward, drop the back knee down. And then lift your arms up. So once again, feel for elevating the bottom ribs up as your hips are sinking down. Clasp your hands at the back of the skull. If you choose to do so, elbows in, lift up through the ribs, and then maybe back. So try not to compromise the integrity in your hips. Lunge heel to butt. Lower your hands. Pat up your knee if you need to. You can also find some extra lift if you have a block to the side of you, and then start to reach for the back foot. So sink down through the hips. Nice job, Zoom. Press through the hand, press the hand into the thigh. And then keep bringing your heel closer in towards your butt. Work with a smooth and steady breath. Slowly release. We'll find dolphin with the hands clasped once again. So lower down onto your elbows, lower down onto your forearms, clasp your hands, tuck your toes. You could also work this, like work another dolphin prelude like we did in the warm-up. You don't need to lift your hips up and back. If you want to work one leg up, bring your feet together and then lift one leg up. So lift your left leg up. Good, point through the foot. Keep reaching through the toes. Beautiful, everyone. Take 3 breaths here, and when you've done your 3 breaths, switch it out to the other leg. Slowly release. And when you're ready, press it back to downward facing dog. Flip your left leg forward for warrior 2. So the hips are open in warrior 2. Sink your hips. We're going to be working internal and external rotation of the shoulders, so kite hawk. So we're going to inhale to bring the shoulders up and then palms facing up. Good. Exhale, roll the shoulders up and then roll them in. So slight rounding in the upper back. Get down for Zoom. Inhale, palms up. So external rotation. Exhale, internal rotation, rounding through the upper back. Good. Keep repeating that with your own breath, just a couple times. Just warming up the shoulder joint. Good, and then when you're done, extend your arms out like a T and then sweep that left arm up and over for reverse warrior. Reach through the left fingertips. Feel your ribs moving away from your left hip point. Drop your head and drop your shoulder. Rebend that front knee. Lower the left arm down and find extended warrior variation. So forearm to the top of the thigh. Your right arm can reach back behind you, or you can leave it extended up. If you have more to go, you can slip your left arm to the inside of the front foot for extended side angle. If you have a block, you can use a block. And your right arm can either come up or it can find the half bind and wrap behind you. Keep rolling your chest back over your own thigh, over your own forearm, if you're in the half bind. If your arm is up, keep rolling your chest back. Try to relax your head. From here, extend both of your legs into triangle pose. So you may need to heel toe the back foot in quite a bit. And then reach your right arm up. Yep, so that everyone might need to fix their stance a little bit. So just heel toe the foot in. And then same thing here, lay your heart back. Also trying to squeeze the inner legs together in triangle pose. Good, slowly release, bring the front foot, step it back to a plank position. Top of a push-up, rounded upper back. You can lower the knees down in chaturanga, or you can leave them lifted, bend the elbows straight back, and lower the body all the way through. For cobra, slide your hands forward. Press into the tops of the feet. You can work with a wider stance or a little less in the low back. As you inhale, drag your ribs forward to come up. Exhale, keep dragging your ribs forward. Traction out your spine, good, and come all the way down. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Step your right foot forward for warrior two. Shoulder shrugs. So let that hands just dangle down. Inhale, breathe into your upper back. Slide the shoulders straight up, straight back, and then exhale, drag the tops of your shoulder blades together and keep dragging your shoulders away from your ears. Good, do that again. Inhale, breathe into your middle back. Shrug the shoulders straight up, straight back, squeeze your middle shoulder blades together, keep squeezing and drag the shoulders down. Really nice, everyone. One more like that. Inhale, breathe into your lower back. Exhale, shrug the shoulders straight up, straight back, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together, maybe a bend in the elbow, keep dragging as you lower all the way down. Good, extend the arms out like a T. Sweep your right arm up and over for reverse warrior. So a lot of the time in these warrior positions, warrior legs, we have a really strong foundation, but we want to be fluid in the upper body. So generating that steadiness in the legs and the ease in the upper body. So you can be disciplined, but be flexible. Extended warrior variation, right arm to the forearm to the thigh. And you can choose with your left arm if you want to sweep the arm up, or if you could find the half bind, you can do that grabbing a hold of the waistband, clothing, or reaching for your inner waist. And then just roll your chest back. If you have more to go, you can slip your right hand to the inside of the foot. So the legs are working here. Lay back over your own forearm and your own thigh. Slowly release, reset the legs. So heel toe the back leg in for triangle pose. Grab a hold of your shin or take a block to the outside or the inside of the foot to get more length in the spine. Option for chest opener here. So you can start to reach that top arm back slightly and just feel the opening in the collarbones and the chest. Keep trying to find equal length through both sides of the waist. Slowly release and press it back to a plank position, top of push-up. You can lower the knees through chaturanga, or you can just bend the elbows straight back, lowering down in one piece.
This time, instead of cobra, we're going to slide the arms at our side. We're going to lift everything up. So this is boat. You can find a clasped hands and find interlock, and then lift everything up. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths.
Engage the glutes, engage the back of the thighs. And when you're done with your 3 breaths, you can release. Press it back to downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Step your left leg forward for warrior 1. So back leg, back foot spirals down, reaching up. So we're gonna do a variation with the arms called Lance Dodger. So your left arm, the back of the palm, is gonna come to the back of the heart. I'll go this way so you guys can see me and Zoom can see me. You can use your other arm to like help it get there. You can grab a hold onto whatever you can reach. Your right arm is gonna reach up and back. So the whole purpose of this is you're pressing your heart forward. So you're getting the heart opening. Your heart is reaching forward, up, back. Rebend that front knee. Really nice, everyone, beautiful. Reach through the fingertips. Really nice. Take one more breath in. And then set your right hand outside of the mat. Reach that left arm up and back for easy twisting warrior. Good, so that left arm is kind of in chest opener. So it's reaching up and then it's reaching back. You can always put the knee down if it's easier. It is easier. It's less strain on the back leg and the hips. Lower the hand down, pigeon. So 2 options for pigeon. Initially I had sequenced pigeon heel to butt. So like we did in the lunge, bringing the heel closer in towards the butt. If you want something more of like an outer hip, you can send your shin parallel, have your hips off kilter, and then fold in to the inside of the foot. Or you can take regular pigeon. Choose one. Does anyone have any questions?
Stay up.
Stay upright, yeah. So it is, we want like our heart lifted and then bringing the heel closer in towards the butt. Good, really nice. Or you can also just stay uplifted in pigeon. Beautiful, everyone. Slowly release, come onto the belly. Come back into Sphinx. So we're gonna start with our right leg. If you want, everything from here is optional. You can take a regular Sphinx pose. So we're going to find bow in Sphinx. So how that works is you're gonna reach for the back leg. You're gonna come up off of your elbow and you're gonna reach back. So rather than lifting this leg up, you're gonna kick to send your heart back.
Oh, you make that look easy.
Okay, so let me see. Go ahead. Good. So this is optional, right? You just want to use your leg and your arm as leverage to drag your heart back. Really nice, everyone. It's a lot. So you're using your own resistance in your hand. Now try to pull the heel of your hand back. Good. When you're ready, lower down, bend through the knees, and then just windshield wiper, knock the knees from side to side. It's a different type of bow. It's not like we're lifting everything up. So it's a good posture to practice ease and effort. And you may find that it's all effort, and it could be, but start to look for where you can find ease.
Downward facing dog when you're ready.
Other side, step your right foot forward, warrior one. So Lance Dodger on the right side. So you can help your right hand up towards the back of the heart, or you can grab a hold. You can find a half bind here. You can grab a hold of your clothing. So your right hand is going to work its way up to the back of the heart. Your left hand is going to reach up and back. Sink your hips down. Your heart is moving forward and then back. Don't lose the integrity in your legs. Squeeze the inner legs together, rebend the front knee. Left hand comes down to the outside of the mat. Right arm reaches up and then back. For easy twisting warrior, you can always place your back knee down. Slowly release, pigeon, heel to butt, or just stay lifted in pigeon. It's going to be your left leg that comes in. Good, nice job, Ken. Good, Marissa. Both Marissas. Two Marissas are next to each other. I love it. Slowly release, come onto the belly for Sphinx with half bow. So this time we're going to bring our left heel in towards the butt, grab a hold of your ankle or your shin, whatever you can. You're going to kick back. And as you kick back, you can start to come up off of your own elbow and pull your ribs forward. So yes, good adjustment, Marissa. Drag your heel towards your ribs and then kick back. Slowly release. That's a lot. It's hard to do it when you're talking too. And then you can windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Press it back to downward facing dog. Last little bit of this. I know back bends are always kind of a lot. Step your left foot forward for arrow lunge. Sorry, everyone. I'm really obsessed with arrow lunge lately. So if you want a more restorative, not restorative, but a more supported version, I would say take a block and put the block right above your knee, or like padding. If you have like a sweatshirt or a towel or something like that, you're going to come onto the tops of your toes. Your knee is lifted in arrow lunge. So the hands your fingertips can frame the front foot, but don't put so much weight in your fingertips. Try to really use the legs in this pose. Squeeze your inner legs together. Really nice stand up. And then arm variations, tops of the thigh, or reach the arms up. So like we did in our lunge in the beginning, squeeze the inner legs together, bottom ribs come up. Sink your hips down, reach your fingertips up. Fierce, really nice. Beautiful, everyone. When you're ready, slowly release for lunge back bend. So 2 options here. We can do like an interlock where you're just lifting your heart and your back knee is down. Or we're going to practice reaching for the back leg and kicking back as you rebend the front knee and sink down. So first option is interlock. Second option, reaching for the leg, heart coming forward and back and up Really nice. Always. It's front row today. Cracking me up. Really nice. Squeeze that inner leg, inner thigh, just in a little bit. Slowly release. And come up onto your knees for some version of camel. So I'm gonna, I'm sorry, I'm just like packing in all the heart openers. I was like really feeling the heart opening today. So we can take, you can actually just take a hero's pose if you just need a little bit of a break. Like we did in the beginning, Virasana. Or you can do camel with the block. So in between the thighs, tuck the toes under, squeeze, light squeeze on the prop, and then reach for the back of the heels. Or your hands can come to the tops of the thigh, tops of the hips, and just press the hips forward. Good. Really nice. Keep pressing your hips forward. Heart moving up and then back. Good. If you need a little bit more, you can bring, and your hands are on your heels, you can bring your hands to the crest of your knees, so the back of the knees. And then eventually you'll just drop back. Jen, you might be able to go there too. Eventually. And Marissa too, actually.
On the toes though, like the toes.
I mean, you can bring your toes down, because then that would be weird to grab back. Then you're eventually gonna lean all the way back, and then your hands come out together. I'm not gonna go there right now. When you're done, downward facing dog. I'm gonna do that vignette on the other side. Apologies to all those who wanted a restorative class today, or something a little more like chill and relaxed. Step your right foot forward. Arrow lunge. So once again, pad up if you need to. Coming onto the top of the left foot, and then reaching the fingertips up. Squeeze your inner legs together. Find that lift in your upper body, and then sink the hips down. Make your breath longer. So one of the greatest tools that we have when navigating intensity is our breath. Pay attention to the breath. When you're at your max, take one more breath. And then lower the hands down for lunge back bend. So once again, our options are, you can find interlock. You could also do brain cradle again, or you can send your hips to the tops of the thigh, or you can reach for the back. Leg. So if you're here where you're reaching for the back leg, I want you to kick your back leg so that your heart is moving. Good. When you're ready, make your way onto your backs and just grab a hold of your knees and just rock from side to side. We have one more like little back bendy thing to do. If you want to, if you're cooked, like you don't have to, but I will kind of demo where we will go from here. So you guys have blocks. We're gonna start in, yeah, if you could just like watch me for a second so I can show you guys. We're gonna start in a bridge pose. So if you want to make this supportive, take a block and just put it underneath your sacrum. So we're gonna start in bridge. If you want more, hands come right by the ears, right by the shoulders. You're gonna press up on to your palms for wheel pose. Low back is long, sending your chest through from here, if you want, lower down onto the forearm for forearm wheel. We did a lot of shoulder opening. And then if you want from here, lifting one leg up. And then try to switch it out. So come out, lower down onto the head, press up, back into wheel, and then lower all the way down. And then just take a moment to rock. So I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna talk you guys through it. Again, we're starting out with bridge. So you can stop and bridge. You also don't have to do bridge. You can do something on your back. Take a goddess pose with the soles of your feet together and knees apart. You can stay in bridge. If you want to, bring your hands towards your ears, press up into wheel. You could also do wheel with one leg up. Really nice, Marissa. Keep squeezing your inner knees together. Good. And send your chest forward. Good, really nice. Beautiful. Jen, you too, really nice. Beautiful. And then switch out the leg. Beautiful. When you come down, yep, so try to get your hand, yep, press back up into wheel. And then lower your upper, middle, and lower back down. Really, really nice. Start to just knock your knees side to side on your mat. Widen your feet as wide as your mat and just knock your knees side to side. Interlock your hands back behind your head. Don't hate me, everyone. We're doing abdominals because we need to reset our backs after all of that back bending, but gentle abdominals. Elbows in. Inhale, breathe into your low back. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Keep your feet down for this one. Hold your breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, set your foot down. Hold your breath. Press your low back down. Scoop your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg up. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, bend your knee and come on back. Hold the breath. Press your low back down. Lift your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Pull your low belly muscle down. Inhale, bend the knee, come on back. Hold the breath. Press your low back down. Lift your tailbone up. Exhale, extend your left leg up. Pull your low belly muscle down. Lower the foot, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Cross your left leg, your left ankle over your right thigh for figure 4, for back release. So you can weave your hands through your legs and then bring your knees into your chest. Or you can just stay here. Maybe rock side to side. Slip your left knee over your right knee and then take a twist so the knee's falling to the right side. I think back bends are a really beautiful way to practice duality and opposition because our legs really need to be solid and strong and our heart is really what's moving, right? We're not just dumping into our low backs. We're moving from a place of strength, but we still need to be soft in our back bends. When you're done, bring your knees to the center and then switch it out. So back release, figure 4 with the right ankle over the right thigh, over the left thigh. Interesting. And then any variation you want from here, you can hug around the left shin and bring the knee closer to you. You can rock from side to side. You could extend your left leg. And then slip your right knee over your left, knees to the left.
there's anything else that you need to close your practice, please do so now. Otherwise, transition into Shavasana. And if you do not want a Shavasana assist, please place a hand or two hands on your belly, on your heart. Shavasana is our final relaxation. And we're looking at it in terms of opposites. We are practicing the stillness and the quiet and the depth compared to the light and the life and the vitality that we practice throughout.
Slowly begin to reconnect to your breath. Just gently awakening yourself to the sounds around you. Maybe noticing the lightness in the room. Making your way up to seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bringing your hands to the center of your heart. Thumbs to the third eye. Gratitude and appreciation for this practice, for the ability to experiment with feeling all the things, not having to be or choose. Admiration of the beauty of being complete when we are all the things. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and for bringing your whole selves here today. Namaste.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye, Mom.